Hi everyone, I'm Elizabeth Logan, and this week my essential question was, what is the role of school in society? Um, so my questions were, sorry, it's taking a second. Okay. How can I, as a teacher, promote equality for all of my students who come from different backgrounds, cultures, and ethnicities? How can I teach students about equality and fairness so that they will practice this in their everyday lives? How can I best teach students who don't understand English as a first language? I really wanted to focus this week on what my classmates had to say about these questions because I was really having a hard time coming up with my own answers. So I really want to thank my classmates who answered because you guys really helped me this week. I really asked really deep questions that I couldn't really come up with a good answer for. So, my first question of how can I, as a teacher, promote equality for all of my students who come from different backgrounds, cultures, and ethnicities? I think this is a great question and very needed in today's world. The best thing to do is to teach your students about it. If they learn about it, then they will be conscious of it. Putting a stop to any discrimination is also important. I think if you lead by example, then your students will do the same. That was from my classmate Ashley. I agree with you a lot on that because you do. As a student, I did a lot of the times what my teachers do. They are my examples, and it is important for us to remember that. The next one was from Sam. I really liked his answer as well. It's very deep and profound. I love the questions you asked. I am looking to become a history teacher, so this topic is of great importance to me. I think the best way to promote equality is to show that deep down each one of us are the same. We are human first and should treat others as we would like to be treated. I also think that teaching confidently about different cultures and showing that there is nothing to be ashamed of in having differences with others. Also, the best way to teach equality and fairness is by living it and showing it as an example. Teachers set the example, and if they do not treat others equally and fairly, the students will not either. And oftentimes that is the case, and I am really impressed with that response. I'm impressed with all the responses. Question 2 and Question 1, I didn't realize they're basically the same thing, just in different wordings. So how can I teach students about equality and fairness so that they will practice this in their everyday lives? My classmate Maddie, she answered and said, I personally think the best way to teach students about equality and fairness is to align yourselves with those beliefs. If you make sure you act according to what you want to teach them, then they will catch on and start copying your behaviors. Just like how the Savior taught by action, we can teach through actions when we change our mindset and things on the inside to align more with the Savior. In the reading this week, there was a quote by Booker T. Washington that said, "My faith is that reforms in the South are to come from within." Makes me think that when we try to reform ourselves or our thinking, our classes thinking, we must first start with ourselves and what's within. I really like that. I also forgot to say that this answer also goes with this response also goes with my last question. I really do like how she said, just like how the Savior taught by action, we can start teaching through actions. I really agree with that, Maddie, so thank you. And my last question, how can I best teach students who don't understand English as a first language? So Haley Osler said she taught kid refugees that spoke other languages, and they learned a lot. And what she did is she let them teach and use a lot of pictures, and that's how they learn, and I think that's really cool. I never thought of letting the student teach me so that they can learn English better. That's actually really awesome. Thank you, Haley. During And Maddie responded to this question as well. During my mission, I was required to learn a language, and the thing that helped me the most besides memorization was repetition. Repetition and conveying what you are teaching in many different ways, using different vocabulary. Another helpful tip is just to be encouraging to the student when they get frustrated. I can really relate to the part about repetition because to me, math is a foreign language, and so I have to repeat the steps over and over and over and over again until I finally grasp onto it, and I do get frustrated, and I need that encouragement. So I think I really agree with you there. Repetition is important, and encouragement as well. Thank you for coming to my video, and have a great day.